Okay, I'm taking this video. I'm gonna pause here in a minute, and Rick's is gonna, the cameraman's gonna show you a video that I took a couple of years ago. I own this home, and I've had it rented now since 05, 06. But I had a renter in here a couple of years ago, and she just destroyed the house, absolutely destroyed it. I had so much damage throughout the house. So I'm gonna pause right here, and then what he's gonna do is he's gonna upload the video to show you all of the damage, and then I'm gonna show you everything that I fixed. So hang on. I'm just bringing you here to show you all of the mess that my tenants left in this house. I've put it all in the garage that was throughout the house. So I'm opening the garage door now. That's my ladder, by the way. That's my ladder. But this is all of their garbage. They have piles of garbage. I'm going to be loading this trailer up. I'll take some more pictures once I get this trailer loaded. That's right here with all of this garbage here. It's tall. I'll try to get a picture of me in it to show you how tall it is. It's over my head, and it's everywhere. All of this stuff was left in the house for me to get rid of. And then I came in, they've got this window taped up, and it's broken. I have to replace the window, and I can't replace this glass. It's just too old. I'm gonna have to replace the window. They lost all of the cranks to these windows. These are the old original windows from probably 1950, 1960. There's one crank right there. All of the rest of them are missing. This whole thing is missing. This whole unit that was in here is gone. Without those things, these windows are trashed. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Let me go in the house. Oh, here's a little hole in the wall. I can't believe the holes that they put in the walls. I have absolutely no idea who did that. Somebody did that. It could have been the renters before these renters, but I have to remove that. Let's go look at some other things in the house. This dryer is relatively new, and this is what it sounds like when I turn it on. So it's broken. Dryer's broken. The microwave is broken. It doesn't work. The oven is broken. It doesn't work. The dishwasher is broken. It doesn't work. Look inside this dishwasher. I wonder if I can zoom out. Let me see. That's zooming in. There, I'm zooming out. Look at the filth inside this dishwasher. You know this hasn't worked for a long time. Nobody tells me it doesn't work. I've had the microwave plugged in. I'll show you. I'll plug in the microwave again and show you. I know the outlet's hot. I plugged in lights in it. I'll plug in the microwave. So you see it's plugged in, and nothing. Absolutely nothing works. It's I have no idea what they did. I've tried to turn on the oven. It doesn't work. The burners work. All the burners work. But the oven doesn't. I have absolutely no idea. They lived in here just over 3 years, and they've done more damage in this house in 3 years than I did in my own home, raising 3 children in 25 years. There's a little hole up there. Why? I have no idea. Look at this door. I've got to replace this entire door. It's got a great big break. I'll put my hand up to it so you can see the size of the hole. And that's just on this side. We go on this side, and they tried to spackle it. they try to spackle this hole, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. This door, shot. I'll try to get the light on. I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a big spackle marks all over this door where they try to patch it up. It's this big all the way around the door, and then you go on the inside and there's a big hole on the inside. I have to replace this door. I can't patch it. This door was in the garage. If you see that this is wood now, they replaced this door, but look at how they did that. They did a terrible job. The screws are crooked, they're stripped out. They're not even the right size. I gotta redo all of that. I think I might have to just completely replace that door and jamb too. I told my previous tenants that you could drill a hole in this floor to put this in, but that was it. I never gave them permission to put a cable anywhere else. Now I've got a hole drilled here. I've got a hole drilled here. I've got a hole drilled here. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Here. All through my hardwood. I'm really hoping the guy can patch it and finish it. I don't know. I don't know. I have this stain here. These floors were immaculate. Matter of fact, the floor guy who did these floors originally, when I first bought this house, he said these floors had never been done and they were beautiful floors. And now I have this. I'm just sick. I'm just sick. All of the work I put in this house to have it just destroyed. You know, I don't care about the blue paint on the light fixtures. There's blue paint all over this light fixture. I'll hope you can see it. I don't know if you can or not. Or the blue paint all over the walls. That's normal. I can fix all of this. It's when they busted up the doors, when they drilled holes in the floors, when they broke the windows. That's just not right. Why wouldn't they tell me none of the appliances work? That's just not right. I forgot to show you this. I'm sorry. These are my cabinets. I come in and look at the break in this cabinet. I don't know how to fix that. That panel right there, I'll back up. That panel right there goes right there. And it's got a crack in it all the way across and down. I don't know what they did. I honestly don't know what they did, but I got to figure out how to put a panel there now because I can't fix that panel. So, well, I'll let you go. So now let's go in. I have to go in here now, and you'll see this was full of garbage. If you remember, this was just full of garbage up over my head. It was furniture and everything else. Now, again, this was a couple of years ago, so it's still my ladder. I had to get it all cleaned out, and I've had other renters. I think I showed you that they punched a big hole in the wall here. I think they punched a big hole in the wall here too. Why? I don't know. They couldn't have punched it. It's cinder block. They had to use a hammer to get the hole in there. They had some big holes in the wall here. I replaced all of the cranks because they had lost all the cranks. So I actually found these at a local hardware store and they work. So I've had all of the cranks replaced and they work. So I put it all back together. I put brand new windows in. You can see that there's no more tape on here. These are brand new windows. And since I had to replace this one, I had to replace this one too. These were the original windows in the house in 1957. So I had to replace both of those. I'm going to try to take you in the line of the old video that I took a couple of years ago. And understand, I had another renter here for 2 years. And you know what I've had to do to this house after she left? Nothing. I had to clean up around the refrigerator a little bit. She had spilled some stuff back and around the refrigerator and behind the stove. I pulled those out and cleaned them up. Other than that, nothing. So the dryer now, sounds nice, same dryer and everything else. I found a pen, you know, a writing pen. They had dropped it down into here, and that's what was making all of the noise. When I took out the back, I pulled the pin out, the pen, not the pin, the pen, and it's fine. So then you come in here, and I talked about the microwave. I had to buy a new microwave, bought a new stove because the stove wasn't working. I bought a new dishwasher, brand new. But again, I've had a renter in here for 2 years. Look at how clean this is. Now, the other renters were only in here 2 years too. And they destroyed a brand new dishwasher, brand new microwave. It wasn't a brand new stove, but they destroyed those things. It was a brand new refrigerator, and they destroyed that in 2 years. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like my last renter's been in here for 2 years. Look at this refrigerator. Looks still brand new. It still even has the tag in it. After she moves out, it looks brand spanking new after she's been in here for 2 years. So be very, very, very careful on who you rent to. Check them out. After I was done, these floors, you're going to see videos about these floors. After I was done, I had to finish these floors again. These floors were finished once from 1957, and in 2006, I finished these floors for the first time. They had never been refinished. I had a renter in here for 2 years, and I had to refinish the floors again from all of the damage that they did on these floors. The original owners didn't do as much damage to these floors from 1957 until 2006. A renter did more damage to these floors in 2 years. What the heck? Really? Come on! So be very, very careful on who you rent to. Check them out thoroughly. And if there's any questions, my gosh, do not rent. But it cost me over $10,000, if I haven't said that yet, to bring this house back. They had punched holes through this door right here. This door was irreplaceable. It's a special order door. It's too narrow. You can't just buy it. It's not a common door. They had punched holes through this door here, and then they tried to replace it and repair it, and I had to replace the entire jamb and everything else on what they did. They just destroyed it. This door here too. I'm sorry. This door here, they had punched holes through this too, and I had seen that. I was in the garage one day and I saw the holes punched through, and I called the renter out and I said, "You're going to replace that door, right? Or pay me to have that door replaced." "Oh, it was like that when we moved in. It was like that when..." No, it wasn't. I mean, I don't know how gullible people think I am. I might be some dumb, but I'm not dumb. And I know what the house looked like before she moved in, and the doors weren't damaged at all. It had a cat door in it. That's what it had. That's all it had. I had to replace this door too. Couldn't repair it, had to replace it. I want to show you one more thing. Remember that big hole I had above here where you have the ductwork? Because you're going to see on the video that they broke the panel that was in here. So I had to figure out how to cover this big hole and get it to kind of match somewhat the cabinets that I have. So let's go out in the garage. I bought this cabinet here at Home Depot because the face kind of matched the cabinets in there a little bit. So I bought that there, I took the door off, and I stuck it up there, and you just saw the door. And that's what I had to do to cover that hole. These cabinets are from a house in North Barrington from the 1980s and completely irreplaceable. I can't find these. They were from Europe and they're different. There's something about them, they're just a little different. So if you notice, this cabinet didn't match the other stuff at all, but it's the closest thing I could find, the closest paint that I could get to it. So that's what I had to do. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I can't replace the cabinet because it's irreplaceable, and I can't replace all of these cabinets because I got enough money here. I don't want to spend any more. The insanity of the amount of work that I had to do in here after a renter was in here for 2 years was crazy. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I think it's a lesson learned on my part. This was a referral from a friend of a friend, and I trusted them. I would never do that again. I am going to check, double check, triple check, get references, do credit reports before I ever rent to anybody again. But my lesson learned. You know, it was an expensive lesson learned, but now I have a doctorate in rental, and it only cost me about $40,000. So you guys have a great day. Hey, if you really like this video, subscribe, and if you really, really like this video, share it with somebody else. You have a great day.